friends, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing program. Wherever you are joining me from, I appreciate you and I thank you for being part of this program. Please like and share the program on your platform. Share to family and friends. Share to everyone that is close to you so that they can be part of this very platform and be able to send information across. Fellow Biafrans and people of the world, viewers across the world, in this very platform, we do not come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here for saga or to attack any individual. What we do in this platform is to send information across to the world on the true situation of things in Biafra land and in the contraption called Nigeria. There are so many things that are not being taken note of. There are so many things that are happening that are being told in a different form. In this platform, we bring those information to your doorstep and tell you exactly how things are. There are certain videos that you might not be able to come across on the media. Some videos that are hidden from the eyes of the people, we bring them out and share it through the social media so that the world will be aware of what is going on in the contraption called Nigeria. I welcome every one of you, and I'm going to share a very important information as we speak. I want you to watch this video from the beginning to end. You will understand what we are talking about. So many things that you can't see online. You are going to see it here. So, listen to this very video from the beginning to end, and I bet you're going to enjoy it. Let us watch it together and see.
To state the obvious, as Democrats, we believe that it is a fundamental right of citizens in democratic nations to embark on protests to draw the attention of government to specific socio-economic problems in society. In view of this, we expect all protesters to be peaceful and protesters to be law-abiding and not to do anything in the process to incite tension, unrest, violence, and cause the loss of lives and destruction of properties. In Rivers State, we have observed that there is a curious deviation from this constitutional benchmark for protesters and protests. What we see today is that protesters have resorted to unlawful acts, such as burning of tires, extortion of motorists, and threatening business owners to shut down their premises. There is clear indication that the organizers are losing control of the protesters. Who are resorting to more disruptive and criminal conduct. For example, the recent attack on the APC State Secretariat in Rivers State and threat to attack the residential home of the FCT minister proved the correctness of the obvious. The unnecessary politicization of the protest for political benefits by forces loyal to the governor of Rivers State. Worse still, the protest is becoming subversive as protesters are chanting "Tinubu must go" slogan. Ordinarily, the governor, being the chief security officer, instead of taking clear and staunch proactive stance like his counterparts in the country to prevent or control the protests, is seen posing indifferently amid the unlawful, chaotic, and implosive strides by protesters. Surprisingly, the governor in his address on the first day of the protest justified the protests, even applauding and lending credence, as well as moving among them, showing assent and affirmation to the unlawful acts of the protesters. Only signals a foul play, a twist in the sworn obligation to ensure security and well-being of citizens. As a major beneficiary of the oil subsidy removal, whose allocation from the Federation account has increased astronomically, we ordinarily expect the governor to tell the protesting youths what he has done or intends to do to reduce the suffering of his people. He only offered the protesters bread and pure water and promised to convey the demands of the protesters to the president as if the ongoing protest is only against Mr. President. This is unfortunate. As citizens of Rivers State, we take exceptions to this approach. As individuals who led the campaigns for the governor of Rivers State during the 2023 general elections, we know that the protest is against Mr. President, the governor, and the local government council chairman who received allocation from FAC. On our part, we have worked hard in our respective local government areas to ensure that the local government areas are peaceful. As chairman, we embarked on numerous developmental projects in our respective local government areas for the economic empowerment and development of our people. This explains why the local government areas are largely peaceful in this era of protests. Till date, we are still persuading our people to be supportive of Mr. President, assuring them that the President means well for Nigeria. We commend Mr. President for his efforts in initiating and implementing various policies to move Nigeria forward. According to Sanusi, the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, it will be unfair to God and man if we blame Tinubu for Nigeria's economic hardship. According to him, Nigeria was living on fake lifestyle with huge debt from foreign and domestic borrowings since 2012. Tinubu's decision to remove subsidy and unification of the exchange rate was Nigeria's only surviving strategy. Today, there is no more borrowing to run government anymore. The president has only governed Nigeria for 14 months. We believe more time is needed for his policies to impact on the people. With the removal of import duties on food and pharmaceutical imports, prices of food and medical consumables will soon fall drastically. We commend the president for initiating an action to ensure local government autonomy in the federation. With this, the local government councils will drive development of the grassroots in the nation. In addition, we thank Mr. President for doing the following: approval and increasing minimum wage from 30,000 naira to 70,000 naira, initiating the student loan scheme, clearing of foreign exchange obligations of about $5 billion. This has reduced Nigeria's debt service ratio from 97% to 68%. Earmarking of 10 million hectares of land for food production. Proposing to build 100,000 houses in 3 years. This will amount to 500 housing units to be built for low-income earners in each state. Disbursement of 570 billion to the state for the empowerment of the people. The above are highlights of responsive, short, medium, and long-term actions taken by the president, who is continuously pleading with the protesters to meet with him to dialogue in order not to prolong the detrimental consequences of the protests on the economy of Nigeria. We commend the FCT minister for tirelessly supporting Mr. President in these trying times to ensure the stability of the nation, especially the Federal Capital Territory. We also commend the police and other law enforcement agencies in Rivers State for effectively managing the protests so far. We pray that God Almighty, in His infinite mercy, should protect all residents of the state. We finally want to use this press conference to call on residents of the state not to use the protest to threaten people or destroy properties in the state. Thank you.
The mayor has quietly captured it in the press that the real enemy of Rivers State is Governor Sim Fubara, who upon inception as governor cancelled 10,000 employments that have been done by the previous administration. All that remained was for him to issue appointment letters, but he cancelled it as the real enemy of the state, a man bereft of any idea of leadership. So that is why you find what is going on. And that between May and June, Governor Fubara has received well over 238 billion from the Federation account. So you and I would know that since then, all that has happened in this state was Thanksgiving service from one local government to the other. He has nothing to show. And unfortunately, we brought this odium on ourselves. We thought as an accountant that they say he is, he could manage men and resources. So the real enemy of the state is not the president. And recall, like the press conference has stated here, states were giving money to cushion the hardship of what is going on. No state got less than 10 billion. The governor was away on the roller coaster in Europe. Left the state for over 2 weeks, no leadership. Only to come back to now go and fraternize with protesters. So Rivers people should demand of him appointment letters that the essence of those appointments was to also alleviate poverty. So we are aware that he directed the protesters to go to the residence of the minister. We will also organize our people and go to Forces Avenue, where he is building on the 32 blocks of land. Enough is enough. Fubara does not have the capacity to count anybody here. That is given. He knows it. And we know the properties of he and his cronies. All that they have achieved was just the meticulous looting of river funds. So he should be very careful not to do what he wants to incite ethnic bigotry here. If what happened yesterday on that judge repeats itself, Fubara will not even be here to govern this state. We have lived as one peaceful, united people. No human being, because of ineptitude, can come here and rapture the peace that pervades this state. We are either related by marriage or consanguinely. We will not allow him to destroy all that we have achieved in this state just because he knows nothing about leadership. So we will be making demands on him. The protesters should gather in government house and ask him what he has done with 238 billion next to Delta State, River State next to Delta. So it's not as if it is Mr. President. No, we have layers of government. He released monies to illegal people who have been spending money from hotel rooms. And he tells them that it doesn't matter. The real enemy of Rivers is the governor who spends our money without appropriation. So he cannot divert the attention of it. We are not all stupid. We are not. So that answers your question.
All right, sir.
It's not just for Mr. President. There are layers of government. So what you see happen when the organizers of the protest told you they had lost control was at the point the River State government came in to fund the protest. And you saw clearly what happened. That the protest, they have done everything humanly possible to throw as much tar at the minister of the FCT, calling on Mr. President to sack the minister of FCT. There are over 48 ministers. Let's even assume, do not concede that it is about ministers. Here was a clear call for the sack of the minister of the FCT. But every eye beholds a matured corn. We all can see what the minister is doing in his place of assignment. So the governor is hiding under this to see how he can whip sentiments against Rivers people. So against the minister. But we know that the minister has always been by Rivers and will remain so. No amount of tar from the government will do anything to Governor Nyesom Wike. So we call on the police to treat criminals as criminals and treat protesters as protesters. Protesters have no business burning tires, attacking private businesses. Those are criminals or beating up media people. So those we must be able to differentiate, and we want to commend, just as the Lord Mayor has said, the Commissioner of Police, River State, and other security agencies. But we need them to up their ante. We need them to up their ante. Catch criminals and deal with them decisively. I know that they have credible information as to the involvement of River State government in the protests in River State and beyond. We have it on record, how monies were moved in dollars. At the appropriate time, we will name the collectors and the givers. So we are aware. Nothing. There is no rain doesn't fall on one roof. At no point in time did who say. You expected him to tell you that. I have told you that. I'm not the CP. I have told you that I have credible information as to the sponsorship or involvement of the state government. I didn't say it in vernacular. He said so by the governor's own showing. He said he will provide pure water and bread. That was a few days ago. A witch cries in the morning and a child dies. A witch cries at night. A child dies in the morning. Shortly after giving of bread and pure water, they were at the minister's house residence, and they were attacking APC offices, beating up journalists. What else do you want to hear? I have credible information. The governor can take me up on that. I will name those who he gave the money to give. That's what I'm telling you here. Do you want it in any other language, French or German? So that I'll tell you.
Thank you so much for watching the program. I appreciate you for your patience to watch from beginning to end. I hope you have learned a lot from this very program that I just played, this video. Please like and share the video. Share to all platforms. After sharing the video, now you can go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever suggestions, contributions you have to make, what do you think about the video I just played? Go to the comment section and put your comment. I will go through the comment section, and I bet you I am learning a lot from there, and you can equally learn from there. Let us share our experience on that comment section. Thank you so much, and stay blessed. Don't forget to share, and we continue to bless you as you share. Biafra government, peace, progress, unity, and equity. We move.